Good afternoon, Derby fans, family, and friends. Welcome to the hangar here at Oaks Amusement Park, home to your Rose City Rosebuds. We've got an exciting matchup in store for you today. The Undead Avengers back from the grave today to take on the brute force of the Little Red Riveters. But we absolutely couldn't have this event for you today without our exceptional officiating staff, led by Melotrauma and Nitsugi. And as a reminder, we are all here to support our skaters and this event in a positive manner, including the volunteers, officials, and each other. Let's give a big round of applause for everyone. I'm Mistress Mouth, and joining me today on this fantastic journey are none other than Magic Pony Power Hour and Venus Schnitzel. Now, Pony, who do we have up first today?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce for you the ladies in green, the Undead Avengers. Skating for you today, number 117, Psycho Kitty. Number 1701, Wesley Crusher. Number 18, Rotten Candy. Number 23, Captain Mischievous. Number 252, Pack Animal. Number 27, Northern Frights. Number 3, Ziggy Scarlust. Number 43, Madelweiss. Number 44, Tyranny. Number 5, Popsico. Number 55, Dodge La Femme. Number 72, Scooby Smacks. Number 75, Lemmy Adam. And last but not least, number 447, Troubleclef. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your Undead Avengers.
I would adjust this on everybody.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome to the track in the red and blue. Give it up for the Little Red Riveters. And at number 101, that's Juella DeVille. Number 13, Gora. Number 21, Beast a la Mode. Number 138, Demon Speed. Number 26, Mace of Grace. Number 29, Rubinator. Number 418, Moonlight Bandit. Number 50, Showtime. Number 54, Pronto. Number 6, Smacky Kennedy. Number 814, Little Red Riding Blood. Number 853, your captain, Misdemeanor. And number 90, Jazzy Jawbreaker. Make some noise for your Little Red Riveters! All right, let me just take a raise of hands here. Is this your first time at roller derby? Raise your hand if this is your first time at a bout. We've got a few newbies in here tonight. We're going to be real gentle. We're going to try to explain things as we go along here. Each team is going to field 5 players per jam.
And those 5 players will be 4 blockers. They'll be up front. And 1 jammer. Those are the skaters with the stars on their helmets.
It's an early bout.
We're just getting started.
Yeah. Now that whistle blows. The jammers with the stars will try to break through the pack. The jammers are the ones that score the points. The first one through the pack legally will be awarded lead jammer status, such as Joella DeVille just picked up right here for the Little Red Riveters. The benefit to being lead jammer is that you get to call the jam off whenever you see fit, as long as you retain that lead jammer status. Just as Joella DeVille did, she got through the pack, picked up 5 points. That's 1 point for each opposing player that she passed, and then she calls off the jam.
So those are our jammers. Those are the ones with the stars on their helmets. The rest of the skaters on the track are what we call our blockers. And their job is to simultaneously help their own jammer through the pack, while at the same time preventing the opposing jammer from breaking through. So in the back right now, you can see number 26, Mace of Grace, being worked over by the Undead Avengers blockers and prevented from breaking through the pack. Of course, right now she just did. Mace of Grace fighting her way through the pack, and that jam being called off.
Yeah, that thing is a beast.
And 4 points for the Undead Avengers in that last jam. Now down by 1 point. We've got a number 3, that's Ziggy Scarless, lining up for the Undead Avengers, up against number 101, Joella DeVille for the Little Red Riveters.
Joella DeVille quickly through the back line and up against the Undead Avengers in the front. Works her way around the outside, and lead jammer, Joella DeVille.
We've got 1 player now for the Undead Avengers sitting in the penalty box. There are things you cannot do in roller derby, and you will serve a 30-second penalty for doing so.
Joella DeVille right now working on a second scoring pass. Racking up the points, Joella DeVille through on the inside. Ziggy Scarlust having a tough time breaking through the Riveters line. Joella DeVille right now up against some excellent blocking in the front. Steps over the opposition and breaks through for another 5.
We've got Ziggy Scarlust out of the pack now as well on her initial pass.
Joella hits the back of the pack and calls it off in an attempt to keep Ziggy from scoring any points. She picked up 3.
17 points for Juella DeVille on that last jam. And now we have number 138, Demon Speed, lining up for the Little Red Riveters, up against number 27, Northern Frights, for the Undead Avengers.
Speaking of timeouts, each team gets 3 timeouts for the whole game. The officials can take as many timeouts as they like.
And this taco timeout has been brought to you by Porque No. Porque No, amazing tacos with 2 locations on Mississippi and Hawthorne. Porque No.
Three on 4 pack advantage here to the Undead Avengers, and Northern Fright says that's right. Picks up lead jammer for the girls in green. Demon Speed not far behind.
Undead Avengers right now working on the sweep to try to take away the blockers, preventing their jammer from breaking through the pack. Northern Frights calls it off. She did grab 1 point.
And this bout has been brought to you by Car2Go. Meet the future of car sharing. Sign up today at car2go.com.
Tyranny here jamming for the Undead Avengers. Mace of Grace for the Little Red Riveters. Riveters with a pack advantage. 2 blockers in the box for the Undead Avengers. Mace of Grace picking up lead at jammer for the Little Red Riveters. Oh, taking a tough hit there from number 23. That's Mischievous. Going to the penalty box for that one, as Demon Speed picks up 5 more for the Riveters.
Low block called on Lemmy Adam.
Mace of Grace with 1 to get around. You do get ghost points for players in the penalty box. You have to pass 1 inbound skater to pick up all of the points for everyone in the penalty box.
And breaking out for the Undead Avengers, number 44, Tyranny. On the attack at the back of the pack right now, Tyranny trying to grab some points. She picks up 2.
And a special shout out to Tonkin.com. The largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
And we have a team timeout called here by the Undead Avengers.
And a very special shout out to the Multnomah Athletic Fund. They are here today to have a very special presentation at the halftime show, so stick around for Multnomah Athletic Fund.
Those team timeouts only last 1 minute. That one's over, and this bout is about to get back underway. Psycho Kitty up for the Undead Avengers. Breaks through on the inside. She's on her scoring pass with number 138, Demon Speed, lead jammer.
4 points there to the Avengers, 2 to the Riveters. Vina, what you got?
I've got OHSU Sports Medicine. OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers. And our athletes can get immediate care through the special sports medicine hotline. That's OHSU Sports Medicine.
Tyranny jamming for the Undead Avengers, Juella DeVille for the Little Red Riveters, and Tyranny on the inside lane picks up lead jammer. Juella DeVille is not far behind. Penalty box emptying out for the time being. One left in the box for the Riveters, and that's going to do it for that jam.
And a special shout out to Kind Bars. Kind, a brand of all-natural whole nut fruit bars made from ingredients you can see and pronounce. Kind Bars.
Up for the Riveters, number 26, Mace of Grace. Out for the Undead Avengers, Northern Frights takes lead jammer. Northern Frights hop, skip, and a jump on the inside. It grabs all 5. Undead Avengers doing a great job distracting the Riveters on that last pass. Right now, their jammer hung up in the backfield.
Multiplayer block called on Showtime, sending her to the penalty box.
And a shout out to our sponsor, Voodoo Donut. The magic is in the hole. Proud sponsor of the Rose City Rollers and the Wheels of Justice, Voodoo Donut.
Back on the line for the Undead Avengers, it's number 3, Ziggy Scarlust.
2-on-3 pack advantage here to the Undead Avengers.
Up front, Demon Speed wearing the star for the Riveters. One more to get by. And she's out. Oh, I did it again.
Why does Smacky Kennedy have her pivot cover in her hand? I don't understand.
I'm sorry?
I'm trying to figure out why Smacky Kennedy has her pivot cover in her hand, but doesn't have it on her head. A pivot cover.
She didn't get it on time?
But you can still put
And
it
a
on.
special thanks to Black Cat Plumbing. Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and a proud part of Rose City Rollers since 2009. Black Cat Plumbing.
There we go.
Psycho Kitty versus Juella DeVille. Both teams with a blocker in the box, and Juella DeVille picking up lead jammer for the Riveters.
Psycho Kitty on her way to the penalty box for a forearm.
Juella DeVille breaks through that pack, picking up 5 more for the Riveters.
Juella DeVille picks up a cut on the inside line. We'll be trading places with Psycho Kitty in the penalty box.
So now anytime you have the lead jammer go to the penalty box, that destroys their lead, and this jam will go the full 2 minutes.
Psycho Kitty breaks out. Undead Avengers working hard to keep the Riveters split up. Can't hold it together, and another cut is assessed.
And you may have noticed, if this is your first bout this weekend, WFTDA released a new rule set that has removed that point of no return. Penalized players can approach the penalty box now from any direction they choose.
It makes a whole lot of sense.
It really does. Joella DeVille out of the penalty box through the pack, picking up 4 more for the Riveters. Psycho Kitty picking up 4 as well.
Lemmy Adam to the penalty box. And Joella DeVille to the penalty box on a forearm. We'll go into this next jam, down 1 jammer. And a team timeout called for the Riveters. Oh yeah, timeout.
Nami Vigos music
You can talk about season opener. January 14th. Thank you.
And friends, if you want to go to the first bout in the new year, 2017, be sure to buy your season 12 opener tickets. Check our website, www.rosecityrollers.com, and that event is happening on January 14th. Buy your tickets today.
And we will have Tyranny starting off in a power jam. Joella DeVille hanging out in that Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box. Tyranny breaking through the front, picks up lead jammer. And now looking for points. Five points to the Undead Avengers, courtesy of Tyranny.
Avengers getting everybody back on the track now. Tyranny up front with everyone from the Riveters.
Multiplayer penalty being assessed to number 26, Mace of Grace. 5 points going to Tyranny for the Undead Avengers. And Joella DeVille out of the penalty box through the pack on her initial pass.
Avengers losing 2 to the box in that last jam. This next jam will be critical for your Undead Avengers.
And a special shout out to PDX Pipeline, your online source for Portland's music, arts, and events happenings. That's PDX Pipeline. And Secret Aardvark Sauce. Viva la Aardvark, Secret Aardvark.
Moonlight Bandit jamming for the first time this afternoon for the Little Red Riveters up against Northern Frights. 2 blockers in the box for the Riveters.
Northern Frights up front with what's left of the Riveters line. And a back block assessed to Moonlight Bandit. That gives Northern Frights some extra time to make this happen.
Northern Frights now with lead at jammer status. Wants to close that gap even further.
On the inside, Northern Frights takes all 5.
Brings us to a 3-point game after a little bit of a slow start for the Undead Avengers. They are definitely still in it.
Northern Frights powering through the line, drop to the back and decides to call it off. Avengers now within 3 points of the Riveters.
Nope. Oh, wait for it.
Now they're up 1. It's just like so many other things.
And a shout out to Nightlight Lounge, Rose City Rollers' favorite Clinton Street bar and the only place to get Rose City Rollers tickets in town, Nightlight Lounge.
Ziggy Scarlust here with a power start. Moonlight Bandit out of the box and into the pack with a little trip up there at the back. Ziggy Scarlust capitalizing, picking up lead jammer for the Undead Avengers.
Around the outside, it's Ziggy Scarless grabbing the points and taking a massive lead.
Some fancy footwork there around the outside, and now we've got Moonlight Bandit out on her initial pass.
Ziggy calling it off at the last second, prevents any points for the Riveters and holds on to that 6-point lead.
And I just want to say a special welcome to Jody, who's here with her friends celebrating the big 1-0.
No way!
Happy birthday, Jody!
Psycho Kitty on the inside lane, picking up lead jammer for the Undead Avengers.
And Demon Speed held up in the pack. The Undead Avengers really getting their feet under them in this second half of the first half. Absolute lockdown on Demon Speed as Psycho Kitty takes the inside and grabs 5 more. Demon Speed breaks out. She's on scoring pass.
Psycho Kitty having a tough time getting around Rubinator, and Smacky Kennedy decides to call off the jam. But looks like Moonlight Bandit's gonna get sent on that was Demon Speed being sent on a cut track penalty. We'll have a power start here in this next jam.
I know. And that's number 44, Tyranny, on the track right now. Trying to break through that Riveters line.
Tyranny does not recognize pack advantage.
And the sweep being put on by number 23, Mischievous. Back to the back of the pack with Tyranny. Tyranny around the outside, breaks out and walks away from everyone.
That was a nice move.
Nice patience. Tyranny calls off the jam. It just as Riveters jammer was released, so we'll have both jammers for this next jam.
And a special thanks to our sponsor, Starlight Knitting Society, your neighborhood knit shop. Join the Starlight community every Wednesday night at the Starlight Knitting Society.
Northern Frights versus Smacky Kennedy here. Smacky jamming for the first time this bout. And picking up a lead at jammer while she's at it. Northern Frights right behind her.
Smacky Kennedy plows through the line and grabs her points.
Okay, animal.
And special thanks to Radio Cab. Radio Cab, the other way to roll. Call a cab today. Radio Cab.
First time on the line today, number 50, Showtime for your Red Riveters. Up against number 3, Ziggy Scarlust. And Ziggy Scarlust taking lead jammer. Showtime breaks out also on a scoring pass as Ziggy Scarlust weaves through the pack, dropped in the corner, and dragged to the back. Tumbles aplenty in that jam.
And a very special thanks to our sponsor, Oaks Amusement Park, home of the Rose City Rollers and the place to purchase your derby gear, Oaks Amusement Park.
Smacky Kennedy back on the line here for the Riveters. Whoa.
Oh, and that official timeout means it is a taco timeout. And this taco timeout has been brought to you by Porque No. Amazing tacos with 2 locations on Mississippi and Hawthorne. Porque No.
Porque, fuck yeah.
Porque yes, I can't stop it.
This is what King kept doing to me yesterday. I did it all professional, and then those two would like run away with it.
What?
Yesterday when I was doing third, the taco timeout, and I'm like doing the professional read, and then King would be like, "Okay, yes," at the very end. I'm like,
I just up and stopped doing the Porque Yes.
What?
I just stopped doing the Porque Yes.
I can't hear you.
Smacky Kennedy versus Psycho Kitty. 3-on-4 pack advantage to the Undead Avengers. Psycho Kitty capitalizing, taking lead jammer.
And on the inside, number 6, Smacky Kennedy. She's on her scoring pass as well.
The Psycho Kitty with a spin move there through the front of the pack, picks up her 4 points and calls it off.
And this bout has been brought to you by Bike Punk. Bike Punk, locally printed, eco-friendly stickers, signs, and design. Visit bikepunk.com.
Tyranny jamming for the Undead Avengers. Juella DeVille for the Little Red Riveters. Juella DeVille picking up lead jammer. Interesting note here regarding Juella DeVille. She picked up 110 points in her last game. Sure, she's looking to do the same today. I'm not even kidding. In one game.
Who were they skating against?
I think it was these guys.
And special thanks to Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery.
That's
John's
insane.
Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. Visit Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery today.
Doesn't have specific stats from yesterday, but their first and second games of the season, I pulled all the stats.
And this taco timeout has been brought to you by Porque No. Porque No, amazing tacos with 2 locations on Mississippi and Hawthorne. Porque No.
That's totally nuts. Oh my God. Wow. That's bomb.
Northern Frights here up against Demon Speed.
Northern Frights up front with what's left of the lineup from the Riveters, forced out to the inside. Northern Frights forced out to the inside again and dragged to the back. Northern Frights on the inside. Oh, breaking for it, didn't make it. Demon Speed dropped to the outside and right now being taken to the back of the pack. And a cut called on Northern Frights. Just a foot tap to the inside, that'll do it. Picking up lead jammer, it is Demon Speed. Undead Avengers holding the line up front. Bridging out to stretch out the pack.
There's 5 more points to Demon Speed, and she's had enough of that jam. I'm going to call it off. Trying to ice the other jammer in the box, but a little mistimed there.
And a special thanks to Fran's Bakery. Fran's has been proudly baking in Portland since 1906. Fran's Bakery.
Oh, that was close.
Joella DeVille here up against Ziggy Scarlust. Joella DeVille right around on the outside there. Quickly picking up a lead jammer for the Little Red Riveters.
Ziggy Scarlust held down in the backfield right now. Riveters.
Another 5 points to Joella DeVille, and Ziggy Scarlust breaks out of the pack.
Scarlust out on the outside and on a scoring pass. Tries to grab something.
And all of these young women are working really hard because they love the sport. And you know who else loves roller derby? Kelly Brown. Kelly Brown loves roller derby, and we love Kelly Brown.
Psycho Kitty on the line for Undead Avengers, Mace of Grace for the Little Red Riveters. Psycho Kitty picking up lead jammer. Mace of Grace just getting swept side to side at the back of the pack, still looking for an initial pass. Psycho Kitty with points gets around to Rubinator, picks up 5 more for this Undead Avengers.
Undead Avengers doing a terrific job holding the line and shrugging off blocks from the Riveters.
And Mace of Grace now out on her initial. Psycho Kitty picking up another 5 and calls off the jam.
Just in time.
And special thanks to our sponsor, Laurelhurst Theater and Pub. The best of modern cinema, independent art, and classic film for Portland's movie lovers. Laurelhurst Theater and Pub.
Number 44, Tyranny, up on the line with Joella DeVille. Joella DeVille on the inside takes lead jammer. Tyranny on her way to the penalty box. Oh, ow, ow.
Show
Looked like a shoulder right through.
Looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
We do love to see them get up and skate off of their own volition. Yeah. We'll have the medics check her out, and we will continue. That's a nice thing about these kids. They heal fast. They're resilient. They bounce back. I would be laid out for a week.
Myself included.
Or 4 weeks. Showtime here in a power start for the Little Red Riveters.
Showtime demolishing the line, taking lead jammer. Undead Avengers up front waiting for the attack.
Gets that opening on the outside, picks up 5 to the Riveters.
Back block assessed to Showtime.
And this jam will go the full 2 minutes.
Riveters also down 1 blocker to the penalty box. The wireless turned on? Is the wireless on? Make sure those are both on for halftime.
She's got number 1.
Tyranny through for 5 more for the Undead Avengers. I mentioned Joella DeVille's 110 points on their last game. In game 2 this season, Tyranny scored 113 points. All on her own with the help of her blockers.
That is also crazy.
Indeed. There's 4 more to Tyranny, 5 more to Showtime.
On the inside, Tyranny walks away with another 5. Wow, so close.
And that is going to do it for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are ready to get back underway here. The Undead Avengers in the lead, 131 to the Little Red Riveters, 106. Undead Avengers going into this bout with a 1-1 record, 1 win, 1 loss. Little Red Riveters are looking for their first win of this season. And clearly it is still anyone's game here, this second half.
It could go either way.
It could go either way. Both sides do it.
They're gonna leave it all on the track today.
110%. Honestly, it's just one good jam between these two teams right now. This could be it.
Both teams with their top scoring jammers on the line here. Joella DeVille taking on Tyranny, and Tyranny around on the outside picking up lead jammer for the Undead Avengers.
Joella DeVille breaks out, starts a scoring pass. Tyranny weaves through the pack, grabs all 5 and calls it off. 4, sorry about that. Wanted it to be 5.
And a special shout out to our league sponsors, the Portland Mercury, City Graphics, Kay's Bar, and Portland Vital Signs, and not to mention the Metro Parents PDX Kids Calendar, a very proud Rosebud sponsor. And this official timeout, you know what that means.
Faster.
It is a taco timeout brought to you by Porque No. Amazing tacos with 2 locations on Mississippi and Hawthorne. Porque No.
Porqués. On the line right now, Psycho Kitty with number 138, Demon Speed.
Multiplayer block being called on red number 21, Beast a la Mode, sending her to the penalty box.
The pack is very condensed. It's quite a brawl in there. On the outside, Demon Speed takes lead jammer. Psycho Kitty on the inside starts a scoring pass. Demon Speed through for 4 and calls it off. Pressing the score up a little bit, making things a little bit tighter. What do you got down there?
And this bout has been brought to you by Echo Construction. The friendly people at Echo Construction love custom home building, remodels, and roller derby. Echo Construction.
Construction.
Moonlight Bandit here up against Ziggy Scarlust. Riveters with 1 blocker in the penalty box. But that means nothing to Moonlight Bandit, picking up a lead at jammer for the Riveters.
Breaking out, Ziggy Scarlust, as Moonlight Bandit is gently taken to the very back of the pack.
Three points there to Moonlight Bandit, and nada for the Undead Avengers.
And if you're in the giving mood, you should check out the Give Guide. Page 44, and you'll see the Rose City Rollers in there. And it's a good cause, supporting your local roller derby league.
Number 44, Tyranny, back on the line for the Avengers. And number 138, Demon Speed, up front with the Avengers line as Tyranny takes lead jammer.
Demon Speed now out on her initial pass.
Tyranny assaults the line, grabs her points, and calls it off. That was bonkers.
Woo!
Very agile.
Kids are made of cartilage.
And still a relatively close bout. All of this action is making me hungry. I want to check out 808. 808. Food so good it straight broke the mouth. 808.
Number 26, Mace of Grace on the line for the Riveters. And once again, number 117, Psycho Kitty up for the Avengers. Psycho Kitty out front, lead jammer hits the line, grabs her points and calls it off. Takes all 4.
And that is how you hold on to your lead.
And this bout has been brought to you by Sock It To Me. Sock It To Me. Unleash your inner superhero at sockittome.com.
Sock it to me.
Yes.
Somebody just said this
Smacky
stuff was stuck
Kennedy
in my
here
mouth.
jamming for the Riveters, picking up lead jammer.
That's number 23 from the Undead Avengers. Mischievous on the way to the penalty box.
Smacky Kennedy picks up her 4 points and calls off the jam. And that's how you chip away at a lead.
We're getting schooled on roller derby basics right here.
I know, right?
Okay, go.
Well, I've
Don't let
got
me interrupt you.
CrossFit Magnus, the official fitness partner of the Wheels of Justice, CrossFit Magnus.
Number 27, Northern Frights in green. Juella DeVille, 101 in red, picking up lead jammer for the Riveters.
And grab that lead right away. Undead Avengers getting a piece of Juella right now. Slowing down the assault, breaking out and calling it off. All 5 on that one.
And this bout has been brought to you by Tonkin.com. Tonkin, the largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest, is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
Smacky Kennedy jamming again here for the Little Red Riveters up against Tyranny for the Undead Avengers. And Tyranny sneaks around on the outside, your lead jammer.
Smacky Kennedy sees the hole and takes it on the outside.
And then Tyranny follows right behind her, picks up the 5 points and calls off the jam.
And if you love roller derby and you want to save hundreds of dollars,
I do.
you should think about buying a 2017 season pass.
What are the other benefits?
There is a special price for those season passes through December 25th. So do your holiday shopping for your loved ones now and buy a season pass.
Psycho Kitty on the line right now with Juella DeVille. Number 75, Lemmy Adam to the penalty box. And it's a race to the back of the pack. Right up until they called it off.
And a shout out to our sponsor, Bike Punk. Bike Punk, locally printed, eco-friendly stickers, signs, and design. Visit bikepunk.com.
If you do that too much, you're going to be hurting tomorrow. I've learned that lesson the hard way. Getting too old for...
Mace of Grace here for the Riveters. Ziggy Scarless for the Undead Avengers. 3-on-4 pack advantage to the Riveters. And Mace of Grace capitalizing, picks up lead at jammer for the Little Red Riveters.
Excellent execution back there with the... Oh my goodness. Undead Avengers losing the jammer, dropping back immediately to let their jammer out.
It was a nice hit there by Scooby Smacks, putting the stop on.
And a shout out to Prana Portland. Prana, clothing for people who live fully, play long, and travel well. Prana.
Juella DeVille up against Tyranny again, and Tyranny breaking through on the inside lane. Lead jammer goes to the Undead Avengers.
That
It's a nice little hop there, picking up 4 points for the Riveters.
A very special thank you to OHSU Sports Medicine. OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers. Very special thank you to OHSU Sports Medicine.
Smacky Kennedy up against Psycho Kitty here. Smacky Kennedy up against that front wall of green. Just pushing. You gotta let her go. Your lead is Jammer going to the Little Red Riveters.
Multiplayer block assessed to number 1701, Wesley Crusher. Avengers down 2 blockers to the penalty box going into this next jam.
So I'd like to hear here from the Little Red Riveter fans in the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear it from your Undead Avengers fans. Spooky.
They are awake.
Well, they're here. They're all on their cell phones.
Demon Speed up against Ziggy Scarlust. Demon Speed with only 2 to get around, but they're doing a very good job of slowing her down. But there she goes around on the outside. Lead Jammer to the Little Red Riveters.
Ziggy Scarlust still taking a beating up front, breaks out. Followed closely behind by Demon Speed.
Penalty box emptying out at the end of that jam there. Oh, we've got one on their way.
And a shout out to Voodoo Donut. The magic is in the hole. Proud sponsor of the Rose City Rollers and the Wheels of Justice. Voodoo Donut.
See, if they had a bigger venue, I would totally have brunch at Voodoo Donut.
Juella DeVille here up against Tyranny. And Juella DeVille climbing through on the inside lane, picks up lead to Jammer.
Tyranny breaks out right behind her, and it's a race to the back of the pack. A back block being assessed. We'll go into this jam with the Riveters down 2 blockers. Avengers down 1.
Northern Frights versus, that is, where'd she go? Number 26, Mace of Grace. Northern Frights picks up lead Jammer for the Undead Avengers.
Northern Frights on the inside. Recycled to the back of the pack.
And be sure to visit the merchandise table if you would like to get some great t-shirts and stickers and hats and all things Rose City Rollers and Rosebuds. Visit the merchandise table today.
And Tyranny there on the inside lane, quickly picking up lead Jammer for the Undead Avengers. Juella DeVille with a spin through the front of the pack is now through on her initial pass.
Tyranny on the spin cycle in the turn. Picks up 4 and calls it off.
And a shout out to Radio Cab. Radio Cab, the other way to roll. Call a cab today, Radio Cab.
Demon Speed up against Psycho Kitty.
Low block called on Psycho Kitty on her way to the penalty box.
This is exactly the power jam the Riveters need right now to close that gap. They're only down by about 22 points.
Avengers trying to hold the front line. Demon Speed finds the way through the pack. Takes all 5. As the Avengers lose another to the penalty box.
Gets around Popsico for another 5 points. Demon Speed, 10 total for the jam, calls it off. Now they're down by 12.
Yeah, very close game, and all of this action is making me hungry for Fran's Bakery Bread. Fran's has been proudly baking in Portland since 1906. That's Fran's Bakery. And that taco timeout has been brought to you by Porque No. Amazing tacos with 2 locations on Mississippi and Hawthorne. Porque No.
Porque yes.
Mace of Grace with this power start here. Trying to get around Mischievous. And Mace of Grace lead at Jammer going to the Little Red Riveters. Two to get around. She gets low, ducks under that intended hit, picking up 5 points to the Riveters.
Avengers up to 3. Blockers on the track right now, and holding down Mace of Grace is still going to be a challenge. Bridging out, stretching out the pack. Avengers punching Mace of Grace's card. Holding her down as long as they can. Out the other end for all 5.
Great patience there, taking her time, getting the points, avoiding a penalty.
Both jammers back in the pack. Psycho Kitty held down in the backfield. On the run on the line. And blockers to the penalty box.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is a lead change.
Hard fought, to say the least.
And with that, it looks like we've got the Undead Avengers calling a timeout. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank the wonderful stylings of DJ Agent Meow here, playing the tunes for us tonight, this afternoon. Thanks, man. You're doing a great job.
And the crowd goes wild when the MC thanks the DJ. I'm running out of letters in my alphabet.
They didn't even call it off for her, but she moved on like 2 jams ago.
And we're right back at it. On the line, number 3, Ziggy Scarlust with Juella DeVille as Ziggy Scarlust takes lead jammer. On the inside, Ziggy
Beautiful hop over the apex there, picking up 4 more points. I just cannot stress this enough. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the future of roller derby right now, and the future looks good.
And this bout has been brought to you by Tonkin.com. Tonkin, the largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest, is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
Northern Frights and Mace of Grace on the line. Still a 2-point game as Mace of Grace takes lead jammer. A back block assessed to Northern Frights. Power jam, Mace of Grace.
Another lead change.
Avengers catch a piece of Mace of Grace in the outside corner and put up a wall.
Mischievous just putting that shoulder down, putting the stop on Mace of Grace. Gotta let her go. That's 5 more points to the Little Red Riveters.
Back on the track, Northern Frights.
Mischievous with a penalty going to the box. Mace of Grace picking up 4 more points, calling off the jam. 14 points on that jam.
And a special thanks to OHSU Sports Medicine. OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers. OHSU Sports Medicine.
Tyranny here up against Joella DeVille.
And Tyranny on the way to the penalty box.
Joella DeVille looking for points here, making it look easy. I promise you, it is not. 5 more points to the Riveters. And Joella DeVille squeaks around on the outside for another 5. Oh, that was a nice spin move there on the outside. 5 points, all natural. No ghost points added, grand slam.
Tyranny back on the track. And Joella DeVille calls it off.
That was an 18-point jam there for the Little Red Riveters, extending their lead. 30 points now over the Undead Avengers. But still, 30 points is a jam or 2.
Number 117, Psycho Kitty on the track with Demon Speed, number 138, taking the lead jammer.
Psycho Kitty now out of the pack on initial pass. And we have an official review being called by the Undead Avengers. The fearless Venus Schnitzel will be going down to the track to stick her nose in that business and see what's going on.
Yeah, and we are going to find out what happened in that last jam and which team is asking the question and what do they want.
Oh, I should have done that. I totally forgot I had makeup on.
What'd you do?
I just went, eh. Forgot I had makeup on.
And as you know, all of the teams in each half get 3 timeouts and 1 official review, and at times they can use their official review as a regular team timeout.
Are you supposed to do that? We're gonna talk to her about
I don't know what she's doing.
She's good though. I think she's doing a real nice job.
Joella DeVille here up against Ziggy Scarlust.
Ziggy to the outside, lead jammer, Undead Avengers. And Joella DeVille to the penalty box.
Oh, ouch. And they just get right back up again. I don't know how they do it. It's like they don't even understand how physics work.
Breaking out and taking another 5. That's Ziggy Scarlust for your Undead Avengers. Pushing up the score. Ziggy right now taken to the back of the pack. Missed that skater and picked up a cut.
Smacky Kennedy doing a good job setting up at the back. Didn't see her back there, so she got the cut.
Joella DeVille back on the track, pounding her way through the Avengers line.
Little Red Riding Blood going to the penalty box for a back block.
Nice screen by Smacky Kennedy. Joella DeVille weaves in, takes the outside, and grabs another 5 for the Riveters. Ziggy back on the track and being held down in the backfield right now, while Joella DeVille is up front with everybody.
Wow.
That was a nice jam.
A total of 31 points between the two teams picked up in that last jam. Wow.
Big points. It's big numbers. Number 26, Mace of Grace, and number 27, Northern Frights. 2 of the heavy hitters of the day. And Mace of Grace.
Rejoin.
She's in it.
What was that?
Oh, hell of a hit there by Rubinator, knocking Northern Frights to the inside, but that's going to send Rubinator to the penalty box.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Northern Frights through. Takes all 5 as Mace of Grace breaks out of the pack.
And right back up again.
That was a solid stop.
That made my brain rattle a little bit.
My teeth hurt.
And this holiday season, remember to include Rose City Rollers on your holiday list this year with a tax-deductible donation to your favorite nonprofit on wheels. Details at rosecityrollers.com and in your Portland Give Guide on page 44.
That's Tyranny and Showtime. Tyranny breaking out as usual, taking lead jammer.
Showtime now out of the pack on her initial as Tyranny picks up points, calls off the jam, chipping away at that lead.
And just before this bout is over, I'd like to give a big thank you to all of the volunteers that showed to help us today. If you see somebody in a yellow shirt, give them a high five and tell them thank you.
Matchup we've seen all day. Juella DeVille versus Psycho Kitty. And it is Psycho Kitty for the lead. Re-engaging the pack, Juella, no, Psycho Kitty around the outside, grabs her points and calls it off.
You want to head down and start getting set up for MVP?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, we've got time for at least one more jam here. I think it's time to get on your feet and make some noise. This game is still so close. Showtime picking up lead jammer for the Little Red Riveters.
Tyranny trying to find some sunshine on that inside line. And that's back block called on Showtime. To the penalty box, please.
This jam will go the full 2 minutes. To the conclusion of this game, Tyranny with 5 points, taking them to the 200 mark.
Riveters doing their best to slow her down. And it's number 6, Mackie Kennedy, taking Tyranny to the very back of the pack. Tyranny through for all 5.
Rubinator on our way to the penalty box. Showtime out of the box and in the pack. Ducking that hit from number 23, Mischievous. Oh my gosh!
Tyranny up front with 1 more to get by. Racks up 4 more. Tyranny on the run right now. On the inside.
Remember, time is based on the jam clock, not the period clock. No lead jammer means this jam has 20 more seconds to go.
I'm explaining to the people. They don't hear me anyway.
Tyranny on the outside, breaks through and takes 4 more. Right at the whistle.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, please refrain from coming onto the track until the official score has been settled. Just gonna take a moment to make sure the numbers are all right. And we'll have Venus Schnitzel and Magic Pony Power Hour down on the track to present the MVPs.
And the teams will soon take the track for their victory laps. And don't go anywhere because the MVP awards are coming up in just a moment.
And there's the final, ladies and gentlemen, Little Red Riveters with their first win of the season. 232 to 218. Give them a high five as they take their victory lap.
And both teams really gave it their all today. Please congratulate both of them.
All right, I'm down here on the track with the Undead Avengers, and they're already ready for their MVPs.
It's like they knew what to expect.
Right, MVP Jammer, Mace of Grace.
Mace of Grace!
Our MVP blocker is Pronto. And who do we have for the MVP jammer of the Undead Avengers? Northern Frights? Good job, Northern Frights. You get your own zombie hand to take home with you. And who do you have for the MVP blocker?
Pack Animal.
Pack Animal! Wonderful job, ladies.
All
Yeah,
right,
now
let's
it's
get
time
both
for you
teams
guys-
together for team pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Rose City Rollers and the Rose City Rosebuds, I want to thank you all for coming out today, for joining us. Please get home safely, and we hope to see you all back here on January 14th for the Season 12 opener for the Rose City Rollers home team season. Have a great night and be safe.